This video is about lifting a sailboat above its trailer for bottom painting. All boats, powered or sail, of any keel design can be adapted using the same principles. Note, the trailer with any centering devices for unusual hull and keel designs must be removable. First is find a level area where the unit can set for a couple days, in case everything cannot be finished in one day. A paved area is an asset. You will witness this towards the end of this video. I have left the winter cover on the boat because at the same time I'm bottom painting, I'm painting topside wood and need this cover for warmth and protection for the varnish. Second is drop the trailer's hitch jack to its lowest level, thus raising the hull at the stern. I use concrete building blocks. They are strong, small for storage, and can be used for securing other items or projects around a house. I purchased rejects from the block plant at half price. They have corners missing. I'm not using them for final construction projects. I measure this height at the stern to indicate how many blocks I'll need at this location. I crib up the blocks at the stern to use the vertical part of the stern to carry the weight, and not just the bottom in front of the stern. After blocking the stern at its highest point, I then go to the front of the trailer at the hitch and crank it up using the jack and also a small bottle jack as a helper to the trailer's jack's highest point. I then, using concrete blocks, make two small cribs on both sides and far enough outside to allow the room for the trailer to move up and down just in front of the trailer bunks. When I first bought this boat 30 years ago, I built this small truss out of construction grade lumber in the exact shape of the V hull in front of the trailer bunks. This wide and high V for the hull makes additional side support to keep the hull steady from deck rolling movement. Plenty enough that I can climb aboard to raise or lower the keel somewhat for painting or repair. Using a 2x10 and a 4x4, I span the gap across the two front cribs over top the trailer. On top of this, I place this V-truss with carpet or foam sheets added to soften the hardness of the wood against the hull. I slowly jack up each side of the front hull support and add cribbing as I go higher to a point in which the hull is a couple inches above the trailer bunks. At this point, the gap between the bunks and the hull is not quite wide enough for a paint roller. By letting the air out of the tires, I can gain about 4 inches of an additional space between the bunks and the hull. I then remove the keel guides and finish scrubbing the hull in these areas where the hull had not been cleaned, and doing any type of keel repairs to its surface. VC17 bottom paint is just wonderful for fresh water and seasonal use. A 1-quart container will do the complete hull, keel, and rudder on a 22-foot sailboat. This paint will last 2 seasons of 6 months each. I notice a performance enhancement when new paint is applied and a small reduction the second season. The third season, the hull seems to be very sluggish. If you race, I would recommend a new coat every season. VC17 will not stick to any other bottom paint, so all of the old paint must be removed and sanded before applying. First time, I recommend 2 coats. Once applied is where the second beauty of this paint begins. As stated, a performance gain with fresh paint. Like lacquer paint dries quick, can be launched in an hour. Special does not need to be sanded between coats or seasons, just the marine growth scrubbed off. On a Catalina 22, 1 quart will cover all underwater items, and the 2023 price with shipping is around $100. Fine copper powder under the cap of the container is added to the paint before applying, so the color is copper until the hull is in the water for a couple hours, and then the copper color will turn blue or red of your selection. At Lowe's, one can find a small 3-inch roller with tray as a kit that works great. Reversing the order of jacking up the trailer is used to reseat the hull, and then a little save paint can then be applied to the stern and where the V truss was located in front of the trailer bunks. As with any painting project, the prep work takes twice as long as the actual painting. Thank you for watching.